Now, China will never bully or invade others. Chinese President Xi Jinping made this declaration during his address to the United Nations General Assembly. Comments come even as China continues to have territorial disputes with most of its neighboring countries, including Taiwan, India, Japan, the Philippines, Vietnam, and others. Now, Xi Jinping says China has never invaded or bullied others. Now, people of Tibet and Xinjiang would, of course, disagree. Concerns continue to grow in Taipei over possible Chinese military action. Chinese fighter jets regularly invade Taiwan's identification zone. Beijing has held military drills simulating beach capture exercises. Bullied, harassed, and facing a severe threat, Taiwan is pledged to invest $9 billion to boost its defense capabilities over the next 5 years. Now, she also appeared to hit out of the new AUKUS alliance between Australia, United States, and Britain, and the Quad alliance, including US, Australia, and Japan. India as well. Now, while Chinese Navy, maritime militia, and fishing fleets have hounded countries in Southeast Asia, including the Philippines and Vietnam, both AUKUS and Quad seek to counter the growing Chinese belligerence in the region and aim to uphold international order in the Indo-Pacific.
民主不是哪个国家的专利，而是各国人民的权利。近期国际形势的发展再次证明，外部军事干涉和所谓的民主改造贻害无穷。我们要大力弘扬和平、发展、公平、正义、民主、自由的全人类共同价值，摒弃小圈子和零和博弈。
The leader of the Communist Party of China also spoke on democracy. Xi Jinping claims democracy is not a special right reserved for an individual country, but the right of all the people of all countries.
"一个和平发展的世界应该承载不同形态的文明，必须兼容走向现代化的多样道路。民主不是哪个国家的专利，而是各国人民的权利。"
Now, these thoughts do raise a few questions. Is he talking about the democratic freedoms enjoyed by Chinese people under the CPC, or was he referring to the democracy activists who were massacred in Tiananmen Square in 1989, or whether the Chinese president was referring to the crackdown on democratic leaders in Hong Kong directed by the Communist Party of China? Hours earlier, without mentioning China by name, US President Biden had said that democracy would not be defeated by authoritarianism. Speaking on the COVID-19 pandemic, which first emerged in Wuhan, China, Xi Jinping said China will continue to support and engage in global science-based investigation on the COVID origins. He says Beijing stands firmly on, is opposed to political maneuvering in whatever form.
将继续支持和参与全球科学溯源，坚决反对任何形式的政治操弄。
The World Health Organization and global powers have all urged China to release data related to the earliest cases in Wuhan. China has refused to cooperate and share that data. This even as Beijing faces questions over the role of Wuhan Institute of Virology and accusations of attempting to cover up the initial outbreak. And our correspondent Susan Tehrani gets us a report from Ground Zero. Let's take a look.
WION USA Direct from New York with Susan Tehrani.
China's President Xi Jinping dedicated most of his pre-recorded United Nations General Assembly speech on Tuesday to the coronavirus pandemic, saying that China has been seemingly helping foreign countries combat the virus through financial aid, despite the fact that the origin of the virus is from China, although Xi did not mention that. Of course, he also did not mention the United States by name. However, he did take a jab at the Biden administration's foreign policy, notably in Afghanistan, saying, quote, military intervention from the outside and so-called democratic transformation entails nothing but harm. Earlier in the day, U.S. President Joe Biden made his UN debut, although he did not mention China by name either. He did say that the United States has no desire to go back to the Cold War era.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.